Alright guys, how's it going? This is Dan here with GrapeVineRecording. Welcome back to Quick Tips. In this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be using reverbs to do something that you might not expect reverbs to do. And that is to create a glue which helps, bind all of your tracks together. This recording that we did was all done in one room, and to be fair, it wasn't really the best sounding room in the world. And we've tried to remedy that by, as we saw with the fat channel on the drums, or the room mic that we did in the other video. But in this, we're still trying to get away from the fact that the room itself wasn't that great. And a way that we can do this is to pretty much send everything to a reverb channel and then blend that reverb in. Obviously, it's something that's going to be subtle. It's not something that's meant to be really, really obvious. But as you can see here, I've got all of the buses that are set up. They're all getting sent to a GlueVerb bus, which is this over here. It's just a D-verb with a medium plate on it. It's kind of a good starting point. There's some varying levels on how much is getting sent to this reverb. So, as I say, it might be worth having a little bit of a mess around just to get the balance right. And all this is going to do is just give the impression that, the room that you recorded in sounded great. This was recorded in quite a sterile environment that didn't have a lot of exciting natural reverbs in there. And what we're doing is just to try and help manipulate that, to try and add that in there. Of course, if you were recording in Abbey Road, you set up mics all around the room to capture that ambience of the room, yeah? So this is just trying to help remedy that. So we'll have a little listen. I'll take it out, and then we'll have a look at all the meters, see what's happening, and then I'll bring it in. So that's there. I'll bring it to where the drums and bass come in. Don't be scared to send the bass to a reverb. I know a lot of people say not to do it, but it's, you'd be surprised if you listen to a couple of, actual professional recordings. You'll notice how much reverb's actually there. It's quite surprising.
A locomotive rhythm and an underwhelming fall.
So as you can see, I've got pretty much everything going there in some degree. I'll now unmute it and play it again.
A locomotive rhythm and an underwhelming fall.
So as you can hear, the vocals there are just far too much, so you can just bring it down on the individual send.
A locomotive rhythm and an underwhelming fall.
And then again without.
A locomotive rhythm and an underwhelming fall.
So as you can hear, it kind of just adds that little bit of activity in the ambience of the room, and that's kind of exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to make things a little bit interesting, make things sound a little bit more natural, because what you got to remember is, your ears and your brain, you're kind of used to hearing natural reverbs, and when you take that out, and when you record, especially at home where you try and make it as dead as possible, you need to add reverbs in, otherwise it just sounds unnatural, So what I'll do, I'll play it again and then just boost it, and you can kind of hear what the effect is, and then I'll just drop it down to a level which sounds right.
A locomotive rhythm and an underwhelming fall. Real things will disappear. Nothing left for us to touch or taste to see or feel. The memory sounds remember.
Cool. I really like that. I think it adds a lot to the overall sound, and it's the overall feel, especially with this type of track. It's a little bit like it's not a straight up rock song, so you kind of want them ambiences in there. Of course, this doesn't affect adding other reverbs on. If you want to, especially with your vocals, as you can see here, my vocals are still going to a chain which include their own reverb and delays anyway. So It's nothing that'll definitely be a substitute for actual reverbs, but it's just an idea, you know, it's something to add a little bit, just create something a little bit different for your mix. But this has been Dan with GrapeVineRecording. I'll see you tomorrow.